So we have our tissue that we took from a couple jars. It's all of these have the hippo region within them. So what I'm going to do is I have a container here filled with just double distilled water, nothing else. And then I have my large slide that I'll be mounting onto and my paintbrush. So I'm just going to scoop out one of these sections and place them in this container. We use a black background because it makes it a lot easier to see the unstained tissue. If your tissue is already stained, use a white background. It'll be much easier. So all I'm doing right now is in the water, I'm trying to open up the entire section. This black dot will keep me oriented. We want that to go in the bottom right hand corner of our slide. That way it'll match the legend that NSA provided. Okay, so we've opened up our tissue. Now I'm going to submerge the slide into the water, and using the paintbrush I'm going to drag the section over to the slide. Once it's all onto the slide, or it looks like it's on, here we have our tissues kind of folded up, so I'm going to go ahead and uncurl that. There we go. Okay. Once you have it on top of your slide, you're going to slowly lift one end of the slide while holding the section onto the slide with your paintbrush. And as you slowly lift it, your tissue will kind of fall into place onto the slide, like so. If you have a little bit here, it's kind of overhanging. This is just the embedded, whatever they've embedded the tissue onto. That's okay if it's not there when you mount it. If you really want it all to get onto the slide though, you just dunk it back in the water and pull it up a little bit closer to the other end of the slide. I'm going to readjust my hand. Okay. And then from here you just, using your paintbrush and water, move around. Usually for hippocampus at least, it likes to fold underneath. So I would just using the water and the paintbrush, kind of stretch it out, make sure nothing's wrinkled, nothing's folded on top of each other. And then once it's ready and set to go, you just prop it up and lay it out to dry.